Thank you, Mr. President. I want to make a few comments in relation to CETA and TTIP, and to bring out some of the general points about these sorts of agreements. It's necessary to base these on fact, and these treaties are meant to simultaneously cover liberalisation of market access, regulatory and non-tariff barriers to trade, and rules of trade. The intention is to make it easier for EU and American or Canadian businesses to invest, sell and grow in each other's markets. They aim to increase trade and investment in order to increase growth and employment. And additionally, by agreeing a common set of rules and standards for trade, they are seen as an opportunity to set standards for the future of global trade and global trade deals. Now, it's important to remember that in TTIP there was an important safeguard clause included in this that would allow either partner to remove the measures in TTIP if serious harm to domestic industry were observed. This is an important safeguard and one that is frequently overlooked. Now, 99% of businesses in the US and the EU are small or medium-sized businesses, and I used to run one. TTIP could have injected some 10 billion into the UK economy. But I would argue that it is these small and medium-sized businesses that are most hampered by barriers to trade. Without the legal or financial muscle to overcome them, the benefits of these treaties will escape them. And that is why the investor dispute settlement mechanism will protect investors against discrimination in either region. This would not prevent governments from enacting regulatory reforms. And I think opposition to this ignores the enormous changes that are taking place in the operation of the law and the widespread use of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms right across the sectors that are involved, of not going through courts to settle disputes. In particular, these sort of treaties explicitly will not lower environmental, labour and consumer protection standards. It has been clarified on many occasions throughout the TTIP process that current existing and future trade policy would not have affected how the UK runs its public services, such as its health services. Negotiators from the United States and the European Union repeatedly made it clear that it will continue to be for the EU member states to make decisions about whether and to what extent they involve the private sector in the provision of public services. The EU's chief negotiator on TTIP also reinforced that EU countries will continue to be free to decide how they run their public health systems.